Wakanda forever.
If people don't understand what I was doing, I want to guess what I was doing. Whether they understand what the crane technique even is this day and age.
They'll know. They have to know.
Arsenal. They lose again.
It's like a Man United fan and a Chelsea fan.
I'm not laughing at the fact that they've lost. I'm laughing at the fact that it's like they take the lead again. And do you know what the interesting bit is? We're going to review it properly in a moment. I'm going to have my say. Adam from the 5th Official is going to have his say as well. We want your phone calls on 0203 606 0315. Before you do that, please download the OneFootball app for us. Massively important that you get that done. It really supports the show. And it's a wonderful football app for you as well. But we want to hear your views and opinions on another dreadful Arsenal performance. But we also want to speak Newcastle. A team that Rafa Benitez... He has had a shoestring budget by Premier League standards. A lot of Arsenal fans that phoned us up defending Wenger go, oh, we've only had a little bit of money. You know, we only have a shoestring budget. No, what Newcastle have done is a shoestring budget, hampered by the fact that the club owner don't know whether he's going to be there or not next year. No real funds, no real money to spend. And by the evidence today, yes, you may be, 12 points in front of them in the league. But you don't look 12 points better than them. Absolutely no way, shape or form. So we want to speak about Newcastle, want to speak about Wenger and Arsenal's performance today. Give us a call on 0203 606 0315. But Adam, I'll come to you after the phone call. Cheers. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hello, my name's Vine.
Hello, Vine.
Yeah. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah. Perfect, mate. What do you want to say?
Oh, man. Another shambolic play from Arsenal, don't you think as well?
Yeah, go on, Adam. You can answer that.
This is mental. This is mental. All we do is play sideways games and backwards. Sideways games and backwards. Everyone looks like they're tired, like they've been playing. I don't know. Man, this team is pathetic. Arsenal is boring. Their fans are boring. The club is boring. The manager is boring. Everything about it is boring, man.
The other night, I was in here with Ty from Arsenal Fan TV, and we had a few callers defending Wenger, saying that there's no money, they can't compete with Manchester City, but they've won the FA Cup recently, the Invincibles. That's the kind of rhetoric you hear from people defending Arsene Wenger. Where do you sit on this? Are you happy with the FA Cups and the history, or do you want more as an Arsenal fan?
Listen. You know, at some point, every has to end. He's done more for the club, you know, that we can never expect. But, you know, he has to go. Bring someone in who can motivate those players. Jesus Christ. Even like, throwing, yeah? There's no one in front, but they're just throwing back towards the goalkeeper. Or the players wing, or the left back or right back. No one's even trying to throw the balls to see Aubameyang. There's no forward motivation. Oh, you know, in football, we were taught, you know, play diagonal passes. That's key. Have you seen an Arsenal cut through this team, any team in this? No. And Jesus, I was just listening to the stats. 2018, Arsenal is the only club that hasn't gotten any points away.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's the blue kits?
Do I reckon it's the what?
The blue kits.
No, it's not the blue kits.
No, it's not.
Well, Arsene Wenger picked them as well, so if it is the blue kits, it's still Wenger's fault. It's still Wenger's fault. It's always Wenger's fault. I actually want to hear from Ty. If anyone got Ty's number, I want to bell him up. I want to hear what that man's saying.
Don't.
Someone get me his number.
You're just going to annoy yourself, Terry.
Ross, if you're watching, get me his number. I want to speak to him.
Who do you think was the worst performer today?
What?
Who do you think was the worst performer today?
The worst performance, I can say...
Only got to be one answer.
I can say Mustafi.
Yes, that's right.
Wilcock.
And then Xhaka.
Not Wilcock, is it Wilcox?
Willock. Wilcock. I won't say Willock because it's the manager. Why you put such a youngin on the team to start? You understand? Put him after you've gotten a little bit of lead, and then, you know, you can boost his confidence. You can, you know, we can see what Willock can do. We're putting young players under pressure. to play under pressure and we expect them to perform. No. Put them when we have a lead. When it's like 3-1, 3-0 or something. Put Winnick on, put Reece Nelson, put Maitland-Niles. Then we can see what them youths can do.
He's making points.
Because that will give them motivation to score, man.
Can do.
But when it's a start, it's so Winnick. You put Winnick on mid, you expect him to fight more against John Doe and Yami. Tiny little ting boy.
Yes, it's true,
man.
My brother.
But it's stupid, man. And you know, I call you lot. You know, I appreciate like you lot take phone calls and everything, but man, something has to be done about it. You guys need to be more vocal about this club.
Burn down the Emirates! I say burn it down. I say honestly, every Arsenal fan go there tonight and burn that stadium to the ground. That stadium is what's caused this problem. Burn it to the ground. Burn it.
Listen, mate. You know, don't talk like that. Okay, now I can be...
Oh, you just said we should be more vocal.
I'm joking!
No, don't say... No. Don't say, you know, you might get into a little bit of trouble with all this London stuff going on, man.
Mate, if somebody burns down the Emirates, I take full responsibility.
We need to do it like peaceful, you know, like Mahatma Gandhi too.
Mahatma Gandhi! No, sorry. I just never thought I'd hear Mahatma Gandhi brought up in an debate. No, listen. No, I get you. I get what you're saying, bruv. Look, honest, on a real level, nobody go and burn the Emirates down.
Please.
I'm metaphorically talking, but you can take their money away.
You can. Which will be like burning the Emirates down anyway.
Be more vocal at every function. And the thing is, like the shareholders meeting and everything, people who shares in, you need to approach them and then bring them to Arsenal Fan TV. Because, you know, sometimes we don't have them people who go to them meetings, the annual general meetings.
Yeah.
Bring them, let the fans know, like, let the fans tell them, like, you know, you guys got shares, but this club, yeah, although it's bringing money into your pocket, there's nothing it's doing for us. We're not winning. The players, the club is not even motivated.
Mate, amazing.
The fan base, our fan base is the most boring in the whole of Europe.
True, I agree. I agree.
Not really.
We're only on social media and that's it.
No.
But in the whole of... Name me one
You're boring, Adam.
Fan base but we're boring. It's just on social media that we present out everything. Of which is good, but the thing is, it all goes down to like the club inside the pitch where the fans, we need people with drums, flares, trumpets, vuvuzelas and all them things.
Vuvuzela.
Yeah, bring them things back on.
All right, yeah.
Bruv, really appreciate that call. Thank you. That's a passionate call. We went from vuvuzelas to burning down the Emirates to Mahatma Gandhi.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
That was a call. I like that call. Keep them coming. How you feeling now? You feeling better after that humbling defeat by a small team?
Why would I be feeling any better about that, Terry? Why?
Well, at least you got to see a decent team play today.
Shut up. Because they didn't even play well.
Newcastle did.
I don't think they played well.
Newcastle were very good.
Oh, God, they were...
Because according to Ty and Arsenal knows best people, like, Arsenal are still amazing. Best team in London, according to some of them.
That's not true. Well, no, of course, it's not true.
No,
I'm not going to say the team that's better than us.
Spurs.
What? Who's that?
Spurs.
Who's that? Spurs. You mean the team that lost yesterday?
He spat in my studio.
Anyway, listen.
But
it doesn't matter.
They're better than you, though, isn't it?
No. We're not going to talk about Spurs.
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name? Who do you support?
Yes, it's Hugo speaking, and I'm an Arsenal fan.
Hello, mate. Can you do us a favour? Just turn down your device in the background, please. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem, man. No problem.
Top man. What's on your mind?
I'm not even going to be like the previous caller, man. You know me. I'm going to be straight to it.
Go for it.
I've been watching Arsenal for a very, very long time. I've never actually physically been to the stadium because I refuse to contribute towards failure, in my opinion. Because
I'm clapping you for that, bruv. That's real supporting.
I told all my mates, like, it's kind of difficult for me to even speak amongst other football fans because there's nothing really positive to defend. Like, I'm gonna start from the top down. We got out of touch. What's it called? Board owners. Like literally, like it needs to be more modernized. It's the same as the current laws in the country, anyway. You know, stuff that's been there from 1950, 60s. It's like they never like to tweak it to keep up with modern times. That's exactly what's happening with our manager at the moment. Like, he's been there for how many years now? 10 years. Anyone in a normal organisation or normal business, if there's no return on investment in terms of like the investment into the squad or motivation, and you're noticing that there's a decline in the morale of the team, certain people would have been cut long time. This guy, yeah, we have to thank him for what he's done in the past, but we have to move on, man. We have to be realistic sometimes.
So let's say he wins the Europa League this season. You're still Wenger out.
I don't want to hear that. That's going to paper over the cracks. This guy's had plenty of opportunities, you know. But from my point of view, what it is with Wenger is, he in the past he had the winning formula. He knows that formula to win. So for him to currently sit back, he doesn't even get up during games, you know, bro.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's true.
How is that meant to motivate your team? You need your management behind you, because the management, he literally sets the example, he sets the standard to follow. Like, that's why I respect Klopp, Pep, all them over-energetic managers. You know, sometimes when they're not used to something, they look at it like it's a negative. But it's a positive because, you know, it's helping the team, like, spiritually, if you understand what I'm saying.
No, I do.
Energy for your manager, you know, listen, I'm fucking up. I might not make next game. You know? But it doesn't work like that in Arsenal. It's too comfortable, man. That's why you got players leaving, and within a couple of months, you're noticing a change in the what's it called, productivity. Hence,
can I ask you a question? I want to ask this because obviously I had a bit of a spat with some Arsenal fans the other night, and I like to engage opinions of. I'm asking both of you this question. When you look at the last 14 years and you look at the players that have left the club, whether it's Sami Nasri, Fabregas, Henry, Patrick Vieira, why do you believe those players have left Arsenal? So forget what you haven't bought, forget those aspects for a minute. Just the players who have been Arsenal legends, a lot of them, and some of your best players of the last 30 years. Why have they all, because they all have, why have they all ended up leaving your club? Still with...
It's simple. One answer, ambition. It boils down to ambition. Because think about it, sometimes in life you realise there's more important things than when it comes to money. Like, I think for them, they realise, you know what, the football industry, it's short term. It's short/long term, because if you're not good enough, your profile is going down, the price is going down. You're not going to have the same share value. So I think it's down to ambition. They wanted to win something tangible, not just say I play for Arsenal or I played under Wenger. They want something they can show tangibly to their family members or to even just their legacy. You know, sometimes it's all about legacy as well. You know, you want to show that, listen, out of what I've done, this is what I've got to show for it. Yeah. And if you're going there and you're just showing shirts,
mate, and that's the thing, right?
Yes, sir.
No, that's why the net spend argument for me I find laughable. The only reason Wenger's net spend in the last 10 to 15 years has been good is because all your best players want to stop playing for him. Like, if they all wanted to remain at the club, your net spend wouldn't have been that good. It's only because you had to raise big money for these really good players that want to leave your club. It's the same with Spurs and the same with Liverpool. The only reason their net spend is good at the moment is because as great as they look, they're still losing their best players or some of their best players on a regular basis.
I understand that. That's the climate we're in now. But me personally, I'm a believer of spend wisely. And in these days of football, it's not even about the amount of money you spend. It's all about just identifying how it'll fit within your squad. You don't just go buy players. You have to buy players that will complement and enhance your squad. Wenger has lost the ability to do that. That's why I respect the guy above him now. You know, the guy behind his back, recruiting certain people that are specialised in it, because the guy comes across like he can do more. He's multi-skilled. But if you look at it individually, or not look at him, his profile, bro, the guy hasn't proved anything to show that he's got them qualities he used to have. Them days, football was quite limited, not limited, but certain aspects of the game were quite straightforward. But now there's so many more like technologies involved now, nutrition, all this shit. This guy can't cope, and he doesn't like to outsource. Sometimes he likes to keep it all within himself and stick to what he knows. But listen, at the end of the day, man, shit's changed. Shit has completely changed, and he hasn't kept in touch with it. And he keeps accommodating certain players that have not shown enough to warrant that faith. If you understand what I'm saying, it won't be. I respect that. Like, he's trying to bleed him in and like bring him into the team, but like, at the end of the day, you have to be realistic. If he's not providing the output you desire, listen, take a step back. Like, rotate a little bit. Don't consistently put the same players in, and you're gonna expect the same results. Wenger, to me, he looks like a gambler. That's how I see him. Yeah. You see, if you go to a bookmaker's and you see a guy sitting behind a machine shaking, look at Wenger's posture every single game. He looks like he's gambling. He's hitting and hoping. He's not sitting there confidently it's coming to show it's not working. It's
Mate,
unraveling in front of his eyes, and he should leave this year. That's
mate,
my opinion. Yeah.
I appreciate everything you've said, mate. Really good call, very articulate. Thank you very much, my friend.
Yeah, blessings, man.
Take care. Really good points made in that call as well. Passionate, not nasty, not aggressive.
No, not at all.
But some really good points. We've got a video that we're going to play for you in a moment that's been sent into us reviewing that game. But a comment here from Josh, who is a Chelsea fan, says, your board doesn't back up Wenger. That's the big problem with your club.
Up with what?
£202 million in the last 2 years you've spent. And this is my point earlier. I didn't go into full detail. Arsenal fans that say shoestring budget. Newcastle have spent £95 million in the last 2 years. You've spent £202 million. Like, there is a huge difference. Like, you're double that, and you're not that much better than them. Yes, you're however many more points in front of them.
But from what you saw today, you can't even say that we're a better team. I think, going back to what you said in the halftime show, Arsene Wenger, you said that we had an attack, but then we had problems elsewhere. We had a good central defensive midfielder, but we didn't have a good strike force. I think his issue is squad planning. He doesn't. His rebuilding of squads is so poor, and it takes ages. Like, our squad looks so unbalanced. We've got Aubameyang, who really shouldn't be playing out wide. As I said to you, it looks forced. Lacazette playing through the middle, who must have some kind of fitness issue. That's why he keeps coming off. It's just poor planning. He doesn't spread the stuff around the squad.
It's like the Chuckle brothers building a house. It's like they finish the foundation. They start building one of the walls, and then the foundation crumbles.
That's it.
And then they rebuild the foundation, the wall falls down. Then they get the walls built. They start putting the roof together. And then, like, another one of the walls falls down. Like, it's like something's always going wrong with his football club.
What does this guy mean that he hasn't had the backing? Like, Arsene Wenger is Arsenal. Like, if there's one person that's going to get backing from the board, it's him.
Yes.
So what backing has he not got?
He dictates. He's like, one thing he's like, same as Sir Alex Ferguson. What he says goes at that club.
So,
if you lot could have spent £200 million this summer, or you tried to with the bid for Lamar. That's the point.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You spent £202 million. Not including the £92 million bid for Lamar. If you'd have signed Lamar, if you'd have done it a week earlier and Lamar had time to think, he would have signed.
But he waited till deadline.
And that would have meant you'd have spent more money than Jose Mourinho in the last 2 years. Right. So don't say he's not getting backed. He is. But deal until 2 hours before the end of the transfer window when a man was in the dressing room with France.
Do you know, it's so dumb.
It's stupid.
So dumb.
It's stupid. It really, really. We've got a video to play for you now. Enjoy it. We'll be back with you in a few moments.
There's literally no excuses, man. Another Arsenal loss on the road. That's 4 in a row, including to the likes of Swansea, Tottenham, Brighton Hove Albion, Bournemouth. And then today you add in 2-1 to Newcastle. So Mustafi doesn't need to be playing for us anymore. He doesn't want to, and he doesn't know what he's doing. Iwobi, what do you do? Like, you're great for Nigeria. What do you do for us? Wholesale change is needed. We all know that. It won't happen. It's Groundhog Day. I feel like this winter is never going to end.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I just read a comment before I came back and it's tickled me. We're going to check out the OneFootball app now. We're going to look through how... Sorry, Jay, get this app. Why have they voted that man of the match?
I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't even want to see that.
How is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang the man of the match? Yes, he set a goal up. He got an assist. How have Newcastle players not been voted as man of the match?
Maybe Arsenal fans just have this app more than Newcastle fans, because even then...
Matt Ritchie got 71 votes.
Oh, come on, bro.
My days. That's
and it's not even like it's close. Aubameyang's got 1,000 what?
124.
Perez has got 412.
Joke. Absolute
there's
joke.
There's support and then there's I don't know, man.
Blind support. Let's look at these stats. Look at that. 28% of the ball for Newcastle today, and they get 3 points. That's changed a lot in football recently. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, if you had 71% of the ball, you're winning games. Now it just don't work like that.
Nah, not at all. It's about efficiency and using the ball properly. Every time John Joe Shelby got that ball, first thought, hit it forward into the space, and it paid dividends. They
Absolutely. 8 shots from Newcastle, 4 on target, to 15 shots by Arsenal with only 3 on target. Efficiency.
Terry, honestly, I have no words. Like, we've been through this how many times? From Bournemouth to Stoke to...
What would you do? What would you say today to defend Wenger and Arsenal, though? What would you say? How would you defend them?
This is really tough. The only way I could possibly defend Wenger is to say that he's maybe the players, right? So we could say, I don't know, the players are realize that Europa is their only chance of success or silverware this season, so they don't really care about the Premier League. A loss to Newcastle is no worse than any loss that they've had at any other point, so they don't really care, and they're trying to put all their eggs in that basket. That's probably the only plausible defense that you could give for such a performance and the way that the team.
I was thinking maybe because it's a little bit warmer now, like, you know, the weather's got warmer. Maybe like the players will sweat a little bit more, and the sweat start running to their eyes, and they haven't been able to see so clearly. So that's been a bit harder for Arsenal today because they were sweating a bit too much, and it impaired their vision a bit.
Do you see what I mean? This is what Arsenal's giving us.
I think that could be one. The other problem could be it was quite a long journey to Newcastle, and
I can't lie, I was actually thinking that, you know.
Yeah, it's a really long journey to Newcastle, and it's a lot colder up there. So Arsenal players yesterday were in London where it was hot, and they've gone up to Newcastle last night, and they've come out and they've all got a bit of a cold and a chill.
How here, man?
And that's messed them up a little bit.
Nah, obviously not.
That's what I want you guys to put in the comments for us. Give us the most ridiculous excuses for why Arsenal lost today. The most ridiculous excuses. There we go. Oh, we got a call from Abdul on Discord. I was about to say we got a call from Discord on Abdul. Abdul, are you there, brother? Abs, where you at, bruv? Is he coming through, Jay? Abs? Abdul? Hello? No. Abdul?
I definitely can't.
yeah, we ain't stretched the budget to... Oh, we'll keep going. Cool. Let's see what people are saying. Get Claude on, Terry. I'll give Claude a call. Can you make sure my phone's not on the screen, please, Jay? I'll get Claude's number up. I'll give him a little buzzy tutus. Where's my numbers?
Good old Claudie.
I'd love to speak to Claude right now. Just get the boy. Get him on the line.
I wouldn't even want tires.
Sorry, I can't take your call. Please leave a message. Thank you. Bye.
That's Claude's voicemail. Let's listen to that again. This is Claude.
Sorry, I can't take your call. Please leave a message. Thank you. Bye.
What the hell? Yeah.
That's the number I've got saved for Claude. Let me, that's funny. Oh, look at this. I've got Ty's number.
Oh, yeah. Call him. No.
Always watching. All right, I got Ty's number. Here we go. All right, it got sent through to me. New contact done. This is it.
I bet you don't pick up, though.
All right, calling Ty.
Come on, Ty.
Come on, Ty. Answer. Come on, Ty.
It's not going to.
Right, that was me calling him on WhatsApp. I'm going to try and call the man on a different line. Like just a standard, like, phone line. Bear with me, peeps. I'm going to do this off the cuff, you see.
Impromptu. We love it.
I'm just going to put this guy's number on the internet. I don't care. No, not really. Not really. It's a joke. Come on, Ty. I want to hear what he has to say. I don't think he'll answer. He's too busy shining Wenger's shoes.
He doesn't want to drink his piss from his water.
Come on, Ty. Man, I didn't have voicemail.
You've reached the voicemail box of
Tyler.
I'm going to leave a voicemail. I said...
Please leave a message after the beep.
Ty, it's Terry from FanPark Live. We are live on the air. If you pick this up, give me a text message back on my number that's just called you. Want to get you on the air, want to get your views and opinions for the masses around the world to hear and listen to. Joined by Guna Adam in the studio as well that wants to speak to you. Take care, mate. Speak to you in a bit. So he might pick that up in a bit. He's obviously probably recording and talking to people or fighting with mascots. I don't know what he's doing up there. He's going to be doing something of sorts. Oh, we've got a phone call.
It's him.
Hi, it's Terry from...
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hello, mate. It's Paul.
Hello, Paul. Do me a favour, mate.
Oh, it's Paul.
Turn down the...
It's Paul.
Turn down the device. Who's Paul?
Paul's the man that started the Blue Kits theory.
Is it the Blue Kits, Paul?
Say again, sorry, bud.
Is it the blue kits that cost the victory today?
Say again, sorry.
Is it the blue kits' fault?
Is it the blue kit's fault?
Yes.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Oh.
Hey?
Has to be.
It's got to be. I mean, 7 games now in that blue kit, and what we done? Lost 6 times, drawn once. No,
How many away games in that kit?
We played 7 in that away kit up to today,
Yeah.
and lost 6 now and drawn 1 in it.
Do you know what? It's. Would you say it's more the fault of the colour of the kit as opposed to the manager?
I'll tell you what, Terry. Do you remember? I mean, you're probably old enough to remember Alex Ferguson. Do you remember your shit grey kit at Southampton?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. I do. Yes. What about it?
Well, luckily enough, your manager actually sort of realised what was going on and changed it at half time.
Yeah, but I know the ins and outs of this. Do you know why they changed it though?
Yeah, because they couldn't see each other.
Yeah, so it wasn't a superstitious thing. It was a scientific reason. I can't see the bloody geezer. The blue kits, you can see them. You're saying like it's the blue kits' fault because of some sort of what's her name, Mystic Meg bullshit. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not that, mate. You can't see when the blue hoardings were around. They disappeared. No, seriously, Terry. I just feel it's uncanny that the away performances this year have been absolutely atrocious.
Bruv, it's because we're not good enough. It's nothing to do with the blue kits. We're not good enough. That's it.
I said, jokingly, I did blame it on the blue kit because
Okay,
I thought
alright,
to myself,
you're
what's the common denominator here? To keep losing
Arsene
the blue.
Wenger. That's it.
I mean,
Paul, can I ask you a question?
I rang Adam when we won in Milan, and I sort of swallowed it from there. The one thing that is really, really worrying me now, because these away performances, not one single away point in the whole of the Football League in 2018.
Yeah, you're the only team actually. Yeah, it's because of Arsene Wenger. But remember, he created the Invincibles once.
He may well have done, but he also had somebody that was Arsenal through and through as his right-hand man, which was Pat Rice.
Pat Rice is still there, though.
And we also had some very, very good coaches at the academy at the time.
Paul, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Paul?
Go on.
Are you that guy who was viral on the internet? You know, you got no fans, that geezer.
No, mate, not me.
Oh, you sound like him. You know, do you want some? That guy, you know what I'm talking about?
I'll give it you.
I'll give it. Sorry, I thought you were the same person. So I can't remember if I asked you this question or not before, Paul. Are you Wenger in still?
I've never been Wenger in.
You want him out?
Oh, I've wanted him out for years. Mate.
So what do you say to people like Ty? And I'm not angling this at Ty, so I don't want him. There are lots of people like him that are Wenger in. I mean, my mate Mr. Green that might be watching, he's the same. No matter how bad it gets, he always has faith in Wenger. What do you say or feel towards these gooners that believe that?
Look, I mean, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. There are a lot of people changing. I'll be totally honest with you. I mean, when he first came to the UK back then, and he bought that brand of football, and the dietary and everything, he obviously changed. He changed English football for the good, for the better. The problem is more younger people, more scientific people. The coaches, you know, he's for me, Wenger's stuck in a rut. He should have gone 10 years ago. And at one point, I was actually calling for him, I'll say it must have been about 2000, 2002. I actually wanted him to take the England job.
Yeah, but that's when he was at his pop. Do you know what I found with Arsene Wenger? So I had to write something once about sales and marketing, and it was the whole. You sound like you're old enough to remember the war between Betamax and VHS.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone doesn't understand that, VHS video cassettes, there was a war.
another sort of, sorry to cut you in when you're talking about VHS and Betamax. For those not old enough to remember, let's just say Android and iPhone.
Yeah, but the reason I'm bringing up Betamax and I'm bringing up VHS is because VHS won the war. And that's what Wenger did. Wenger came in and he changed something. He made something that was great, but he stopped evolving. VHS won the war, the battle, sorry. But Betamax won everything because Betamax was owned by Sony that came back with DVD and Blu-ray and then downloads. So they went away and reformed themselves and came back better. Where VHS won the initial battle, like Wenger did. He came in and he changed British football, changed English football. He made himself the man. He was winning. He was respected. But then he stopped evolving with the times. He sat on his laurels, and now he's extinct. In my opinion, like he's never. And look, he'll win the FA Cups because he's got a very good squad. He'll win some small trophies. He'll win FA Cups every now and then as well. But will he win you a league title or a Champions League? In my opinion, zero chance.
And that is why iPhone's better than Android.
There was a reason I brought up Betamax and VHS. There's a thing. Like, mate, Paul, really appreciate your call, mate. Thank you. Take care. He does sound like that guy. You got no fans.
He does. But you know what? Paul entertains me every time he calls in. So I don't even mind talking to him. But those flipping blue kits, you need to drop it out, mate. Drop it out.
People are still writing DT got arrested in the comments. That's so 2017. Like, that's so 4 months ago when that was going on. Let's see what people got to say here. Blue kit is shit, though, is what Stay Clint says. I'm not worried about that. No, Karen, you talk too much.
Who's Karen?
Oh, Karen was one of my moderators. And then we got complaints about her the way she moderated, so I removed her.
Wow, what did she do wrong?
I don't know. I removed the problem.
Sorry, Karen.
You could still. It's one of them things. We'll have a chat, Karen, offline. Offline, we'll chat.
Hello.
Karen does. I didn't read that.
Wait. Show me. I mean, that's all right. You can read that. You could be talking about street size.
We could be. How long have we done what we have done on Football App? Oh, phone. Hello, welcome to Pizza Hut. What can I take as your order?
Massive Pizza Hut.
Hello, mate. Welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
My name's
Toby.
Toby. Yeah.
Who do you support, mate?
That's what awesome, mate. That's what awesome.
Yeah. What's on your mind, mate? What's going on in your mind today? What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking. So, started watching the game from the second half, and
so you had no reason to smile today at all.
It's been so off time ago. Like, what was Wenger thinking? Like, how is he letting him? Bro, he made like 3 major mistakes.
What were they?
And he should have been off. He should be off ages ago. I don't know why Wenger did not sub him off. He did not have any insurance options on the bench.
Do you mean? Are you talking about Willock?
No, I'm talking about Callum Chambers, bro.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even hear you. So Callum Chambers made 3 major mistakes, and he's the person that should have been taken off.
Yeah, he should have been taken off time ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Okay.
Like, and they kept on attacking through the right-hand side of the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, even Aubameyang, he wasn't getting none of the ball. I don't know why they kept moving to the right. He wasn't getting none of the ball. Man confidence was looking short, so I'm not happy about that, man. I'm not happy about that. That's it.
So, right. Obviously, we're playing Atletico Madrid. When you see performances like that, do you think Arsenal stand any chance of beating Atletico Madrid? Because I'm not going to lie to you. I spoke to my good friend. He's an Arsenal fan. He's kind of wild, but he really believes and genuinely believes that Arsenal are a better team than Atletico Madrid.
You see about that, yeah.
Are we going to beat them?
I feel like Arsenal's the type of team that turns up in these unexpected situations.
This is the narrative, but I don't know. I think we all want that to happen, but really?
Yeah. I feel like Arsenal's the type of team that turns up in these type of situations. I feel like he's gonna put it out of the bag some way, shape, or form. I'm not really happy that what faces them in the second round in Spain. If it was in Arsenal, I'd have been a little bit more confident, but we'll see how it goes in it.
Can I ask you a question about that? Like, I want to phrase this right. Yeah. Would you rather be embarrassed in the semi-finals, or not even embarrassed? Would you rather go out of this tournament and it? Example I'm going to come up with is that the people that are Arsenal knows best, as an example, and Wenger himself. If he goes on to win this tournament, you're guaranteed him there next season and maybe even beyond that again. Where if he gets knocked out 4-0 over both legs and there's no success this season, no Champions League next year, I just feel like there's... Because again, I look at it this way. The worst thing that's happened to Arsenal Football Club in the last 5 years is winning those FA Cups because it's kept Wenger in power. He's gone. Oh.
Nah, you're right, though.
I know it's hard. I can't imagine ever wanting Man United to lose. At the same time,
Yeah.
if the only reason David Moyes got sacked and LVG got sacked is because they failed to get into the top 4. If LVG would have scraped into the top 4 somehow, or David Moyes would have scraped into it, we'd have had to endure that for another year. So there's hindsight shows me I was happy that we finished outside the top 4 because it meant that we got to remove someone that was never going to be good enough for us to achieve what we want.
The thing is, I don't know if we'll actually get rid of him, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's literally he will leave on his own terms. So even if we don't qualify, I don't think that it's guaranteed that he will go.
And that's the point, proof in the pudding. If he goes when he wants, if he controls that, then he controls the transfer spend, the wage caps. That's why when people don't blame him, they go, the board. I'm like, well, no, the board.
No.
Because a good board would have got rid of him years ago.
Time ago.
And they don't.
So that says it all, really. But yeah, no, I think what he was saying, I don't know about Callum Chambers. Listen, for me, we have players that aren't up to scratch. Chambers, Mustafi, he said it's not his body that's not right, it's his mind. He doesn't sniff out danger, and the best defenders, time after time, sniff out danger faster than anybody else. But that's that. What are you going to do?
No, I get that completely. Just to let everybody know, trying to call, we're not currently taking phone calls via WhatsApp. That's not set up and ready to go. Some people are trying to do it.
Hey?
It won't work, so don't do it. Because you'll be disappointed.
Wasting your damn time.
Yeah, you will be. Wasting that data. Wasting that data. There we go. See some of these comments. Martial isn't starting again. No.
Free Martial.
Shut up, man.
Free Martial, please.
Yeah, he's going to go Arsenal, wasn't he?
I don't know about all of that.
He ain't got 80 million quid.
Alexis Sanchez, boy, people said that it wasn't going to affect their development.
It's not.
And now,
it's not.
Martial doesn't start. Martial wants to leave.
He'll strangle you, bro.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I'm being told to simmer down. But Man United fans, they know what time it is.
Man's chatting breeze.
They know what time it is.
I swear I ain't got nothing. I'm going to...
No, it's alright. It's alright. No, don't.
Stop talking.
Martial, he's brilliant. Yeah.
You just bought.
What?
You just bought.
Don't worry about that.
Why are you talking about my club for? I'm going full-time tie. What are you talking about my club for? What's it going to do with you?
But you're deluded.
What's going through this time? Oh, Daniel?
Who's Daniel?
Hello? Hey, Daniel. Daniel's son.
The necklace down.
It's not working.
Okay, cool.
You had a chance to speak, Dan. You fluffed. You threw it away.
More comments.
Here we go. Man United game's about to kick off now. Who is that?
The new manager, bro.
He is huge.
I hope he doesn't get West Brom relegated.
Look at the size of the geezer.
Yeah, I know, he's my guy.
You would not want to have a Barney Rubble with that bloke. If he headbutt you, you're gonna honestly. If he headbutted me, my unborn children would feel it. That's how big that man's head is. Like, Boosh! You just walk around like, at half time, you're losing one by one up to this bang, 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 bang. Cheers, coach. Let's go, United. United have kicked off.
Bruv, why are we talking about United?
Because the game kicked off. This is FanPark Live.
No one cares about United.
I do.
Their team.
I love them. They make me feel all juicy inside.
Who's that?
And warm. It's so good seeing us play again after we dismantled the best team in England ever the other week. There we go. But listen, we've got one more call. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What is your name? Hello?
Seamus. Okay.
Mum, is that you? Are you back? No, she's not. She left. That means only your parents.
Tell me, it's okay. You don't have to do that, man. It's fine. It's fine.
You want a hug?
I'm alright.
There he is. There's Alexis Sanchez watching him play. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, really appreciate you all tuning in today. Been a great show, as ever. You can find this guy. Tell them where they can find you.
The 5th of...
Oh. Bonjour. Je m'appelle... Ça va?
Oh, wrong number, sorry.
No, that's not really, I'm joking! My French is awful! And the man fell for it. I was so bad.
That's the deadest accent ever, and he actually fell for it. Oh, wrong number, sorry. What is wrong with you? That sentence didn't even make sense. Je m'appelle ça va. My name is, how are you? Terry is adopted.
Terry is adopted. I was adopted. There we go, but we're going to end the stream now. Have we?
Oh,
no, what?
No, we're not. Okay.
Cool. Listen.
Sorry, Kelechi.
Yeah, tell everyone where they can find you, mate.
Yeah, on YouTube, The Fifth Official, on Twitter, @TFO Show. Subscribe and like, please. Thank you very much.
That's it. Cool. Well, listen, thank you all very much for tuning in as ever. Please get the OneFootball app downloaded. All the information for that is in the description below. Great show as ever. Appreciate you all tuning in. Whatever platform you're watching on, whatever channel you're watching, means a great deal to us here at FanPark Live and, of course, the ultimate football fan. We'll be back in about 45 minutes for half-time of Man United versus West Bromwich Albion. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you all again very, very soon.